All right, welcome fans, quarterbacks, Anderson Passing Academy. I got a great video for you. Mac Jones trying to spoil Tom Brady's Foxborough homecoming. All right, so we're going to get into everything from a lot of different viewpoints, from a personal quarterback coach, a mechanics coach, offense coordinator, head coach, and even wide receiver coach. All right, so a couple clips on wide receivers, but overall, just a great video analyzing how come they slowed down. How did Belichick slow down Tom Brady? Right? What did they do defensively? What could Mac Jones and Tom Brady have done better? And we're going to analyze all the mistakes they make and all the great plays they make. All right, so tune in, subscribe, like, comment. I want a bunch of debates in the comments. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. We'll argue, we'll discuss. All right, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Thank you guys. You're going to enjoy this. All right, so we're going to dive in here. This is the first third down of the game after one earned first down for the Patriots. Play 5. We got a 3rd and 9 here. Let's see how it goes down. 2-by-2 formation. Man, love this movement by Mac Jones. This just shows absolute poise. All right, let's look at the front. Let's look at the formation. So it looks to be, we do have some man indicators here, man-to-man. You got a 5-man front. Doesn't look like any obvious pressure, but this is what I classify as one of their odd fronts for the game. You got a 1 tech and a 3 tech to the same side and a backer plug. And behind it, you can do a lot of things with this. There's a post safety here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So him being in a really off position but to boundary doesn't make me assume man. Condensed split. Here, they could be doing a sort of combo where they are playing zone on one side, man to another side. Let's see it unfold. Wall. Looks like Sherman's running, so eyes here and here, man-to-man. Could be man-to-man. They just played with a deep – Sherman's just playing with an off tendency because we definitely have man and follow by our 2 boundary receivers here. All right, so it's man-to-man. Let's look at this because there's so many times that young quarterbacks are in this scenario right here and end up trying to use their young athleticism and speed to run, right? And these are the new school, right? Dual threat type, use your athleticism quarterbacks, and that's fine and all. However, look at this. This is a win-win-win across the board at the O-line. And a heavy speed rush here doesn't necessarily mean we need to vacate the pocket. And Mac does a great job here, other than inefficient movement and having your foot too far out of your frame, trying to be a lateral athlete, right? A horizontal athlete pushing off the instep to hitch up into the pocket. But look at this pocket movement by Mac Jones. Man, that is how you move as a quarterback to now what? Okay, yeah, he was losing his block, but now with pocket movement, he's won his block. All right, incredible pocket movement. Unfortunately, on man-to-man, we love to get to on the run, right? Crossers, throw to guys that are on the run, running away from defenders. We're going to see a back view here. Unfortunately, Mac just needs to put this a little bit further out in front of him. All right, and look at this. Great vision, great poise, standing in the pocket. Just unfortunately, the ball location is on the back hip of a receiver running this direction. So we need that ball to be out here, and it is a first down on 3rd and 9. So, hey, rain game, big game. He's a young quarterback, first third down of the game. Just misses, but demonstrates one reason why he's going to have a lot of success, showing his poise and pocket movement, all right? So now here we are at 2nd and 10. First play was just a pass deep to Mike Evans, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10, right? 2-by-2 formation. Let's look at the coverage. All right, we see 1 safety here. Definitely a post player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's a safety in the post that we can't see without the all 22. All right, we look, how do we set this protection, right? Over here, is anybody backing up these DBs? No, so they presumably have to play man. Now over here, we have an interior lineman starting to walk up, and we have an edge guy walked up with somebody following them. So chances are, Liz, I want my center going to this side, so that way we can get 4 that way. No pressure, they actually drop and have two rat players here wall the inside number 2 player to each side. All right. However, in a lot of drop eights, a lot of times we play with a too high shell, so a corner can play the flats and not give up any free access. It's something we're going to talk about a lot that Mac Jones did. Access look, presumably a variation of man here with a man turn, man tendencies, just a double man wall on a drop eight, taking away anything short, right? 2nd and 10 passing down, but there's no underneath flat coverage. So we can get our receivers essentially one-on-one where a cover 3 operates like a man-to-man. Let's get to our next play here. We're going to run this back. Let's see, drop back, getting the ball out of his hands, fumble, right? So they end up calling this one back, which is good. But the reason I highlighted it is because, one, it was a good play by the defense there, but it shows what they're trying to do. 2nd and 14. The first play of this drive was a run for -4 with Harris. And now they're taking a drop back pass, 5 and a hitch. Look at the concepts here. This is something that this team has done very well to help Mac play efficiently, is give him a lot of spacing, a lot of quick game, a lot of ways to get the ball out of his hands, get the O-line playing well, feeling good, let Mac Jones get into a rhythm, and protect him from having a drop back pass with deep concepts and a lot of receiving targets. All right, so that was 2nd and 14. And 3rd and 14, they end up, right? 2nd and 14. So put your head coach mindset on, your OC mindset. What do we want to do? 3rd and 14 is essentially a wash. We're going to have to throw a screen, run a draw. It's not an advantageous down and distance for the offense. So what did the Patriots do? They had a short pass for 7 yards, ended up having to punt. All right, so now it's the start of the next drive. 1st and 10, Leonard Fournette, first down. 2nd and 10. Here we are, 8 minutes and 4 seconds, 2nd and 10 after a just earned first down. All right. So, hey, we got to think. It was a 1st and 10 earned first down. So now this is a P and 10 after an earned first down. Heavy run action with a split zone play action. Man, great coverage here, right? And we're going to get a view of the route. And this is one of the drawbacks of having a heavy play action, right? You get a lot of protection and you commit guys to the run, making it easy for the defenders to stay in their home positions and give you a lot of room in this back end part of the coverage, right? However, we have 1, 2, and a running back in the flats, 3 guys on the concept, 7 guys in protecting, right? And well, that's the running back who would protect and then release, right? So essentially 8, right? I believe it's a version of cover 3 or man here. It looks cover 3-ish because the underneath players, but everybody stayed in, so that could be misleading. We get man tendencies from the corner, right? Something we talk about, cover 3 and cover 1. Hey, it's 1 high, zone or man. They can play out very similar with your number 1 wide receivers. Right, incomplete, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. Let's look at the route, right? And it's not a great. So now we go around the room, right? Here's our wide receiver coach. What are we telling this guy here? All right, yes, there's a post safety in the middle of the field. We have some form of a deep sit by Mike Evans, first man, right? And look at that. I mean, there's no actual break point. There's no lowering his center of gravity to maybe, break faster. He's just kind of rolling into this and it doesn't look good. But the first thing first is there's no reason to go inside, right? Especially if it's man or cover 3. You want to outside release this guy and potentially club underneath. So that would be his best bet there, Mike Evans. Not a great route. You only get 3 guys on a concept. So unfortunate, all right? So then now we get to 2nd and 10. It's a short pass to Fournette in the flats for first down. And then Ronald Jones run for 3 yards. Here we are, 2nd and 7. Let's see, we get a 2-by-2 formation here out of the with 2 tight ends to one side, stack wide receiver look to the other side. And now we look at our front here. We're lining up in a 4-3 for a while, and here we go, 0 nose, bare front. All right. So bare front with our safety looking pressed on a number 2. We don't see a post safety, but it's 5 up with the bear, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it could be a too high look. Let's wait for safety to come into our screen here. Yep. So here's a low safety, traveling with a motion, right? So that gives us a good indicator to confirm man. Well, they're motioning 2-8 trips, which it's hard to play trips unless you're in a layered look, which they are. But a lot of teams in one high zone, right? So condensed split can play man or zone. A bunch is especially hard to pass off. Sometimes teams will in and out it and play a zone. Let's see what happens. They turn and run with their guys, play man-to-man. We get an over route by Mike Evans, pitch and catch, right? Safeties in the post safeties in the middle of the field. All right, we're going to get to talking about this layered look here. And look at that. Inside stem, run through his upfield shoulder, get across. All right. So some of the bad routes in the NFL we see college these days, put on a receiver coach hat here, is making one move and going. All right. And a lot of times the one move and go isn't enough. So Mike Evans goes inside release, but then he immediately, he's setting this guy. He has his momentum there while Mike's momentum is here. So he's like, I'm a big receiver. I'm going to run vertical, forcing this guy to think, hey, I got to help anything vertical and turn his hips down the field now. What's running through him creates collision, has to set his feet because he doesn't know what's going on. Now break away, creates great separation. Control one of the rat players with your eyes, throw it in the window. Great job by Tom. And here we go, next play. We're going to roll through this. So 6 minutes, 10 seconds. This is the very next play, 1st and 10. Another condensed split bunch with an attached tight end. Let's see, it is another bear front to that look. All right, bear front, 3. We got a zero nose with a 2-3 techniques. All right. Now we look at the bunch, the stack look, and it looks to be another man-to-man, right? This whole game is going to be, is it zone, is it man? A lot of one high looks. Heavy play action again. Get back to our runaways. Hey, you want to play man-to-man? Let's get back to our runaways. I like the ball location, not necessarily. It's a little behind him. Yeah, we could. Maybe if we're worried about this guy, we're selling him. But the elevated pass, I think, gets there either way. Regardless, that's why he makes his money. Huge play. Now we're getting our head coach mindset on, right? Let this play out. See if we get a replay. 2 explosive plays on one drive. We got to have drives with explosive plays. Our 3rd or 4th first down now of the drive should, numbers-wise, right? All the analytics should tell us that we're going to have a touchdown on this drive, right? Something we talk about a lot here. Look at ball just behind him. All right, and then now we got at 5:04 here. This is 2nd and 7 after a short pass to AB pushed out of bounds for 3 yards. So now let's look at the formation. We have 1 receiver on the field. So this is 13 personnel, 1 running back, 3 tight ends, all attached to one side. Talk about a heavy run strength, all right? Now they get out of bear, back to a 4-3, get a shade. Looks like a 2-eye here. 5, and they got a backer walked up with a DB outside of them. All right, so probably gonna get a motion. See the coverage. We got man eyes here, safety back here, not necessarily in the middle of the field, which probably leads to why Tom went this way. And we look like we have 3 for 3 potential here with man-to-man. All right, so ball sails. You can't really tell exactly who Tom's throwing this to, whether it's here on a miscommunication or here, which the guy had somebody inside and outside of him with a who becomes post player who wasn't in the field but is going to follow Tom's eyes and get there. Now it's a rain game. We don't know necessarily is this miscommunication, but it's a back foot hits, throw. Right, so this is presumably his first read. It looks like we have Fournette coming out here. Mike Evans had another concept inside. Don't necessarily love the fact that we didn't like it and still get the ball out before a second read. But so now that gets into a 3rd and 7. All right. All right, so next play now. So now 3rd and 7 on an air. Now we go empty. So now instead of being in 13 personnel, here come the wide receivers. We got 11 personnel here, 3 wide receivers enter the game. 3rd down. 3rd down is a whole new game plan. 0 nose, exotic front. So we got a double up mug backers, right? This is a true D end, just standing up, hand in the dirt D end. 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 3 for 3. Post safety, all right? Could easily be man. If there's going to be a pressure, it's probably the 5 up, trying to get one guy to win. 5 for 5 and empty. We have an empty with a running back out here, and that looks to be a DB, right? So because the linebackers are here, so maybe they blitz, maybe they don't, or they drop out, and it's going to be a man with 2 rat players, right? So let's see how it goes. We motion him back in. 3 and a hitch, ball. Tom looked left the entire time. Ball lands about here. It's an out route here. Definitely another form of miscommunication. And again, just don't love it. Is now we're talking as the quarterback coach. It's let's see the release of this guy. And if we like that, originally right now, this is a corner on a safety. So unless we really like the matchup and it's not Gronk, Braid's still a good player, but it's not Gronk for a physicality matchup. At the snap, gets widened, right? So immediately, hey, 3rd and 7. What do we go for on 4th and 2? I don't know. Fournette's not the best pass catcher. So yeah, we could blaze one to his outside. They essentially get the same concept here. So it's either a high right miss by Tom, which we'll talk about more and more, or it's we don't like this hands-on widen our receiver. Let's get back to something else over here, right? It's 3rd and 7. We got a clean pocket, back foot hits. Look at that, a whip route by AB with the rat player pushing to the side that Tom's eyes are. So could hitch and come back inside there. Presumably covered, right? So either Brait was supposed to run a corner and just got absolutely washed and took an out kind of a break. Let's watch it here. But just back-to-back plays now after 3 to 4 first downs and 2 to 3 explosive plays on the drive. Tampa Bay stalls out. You hear Tom Brady and you just think Patriots. Tampa Bay stalls out and in the red zone doesn't get points. Widen, hands on. Just nothing really there. And it's a tight end. He's not necessarily our best guy for separation. And then a high right ball. Was he supposed to run a corner? Is this just an absolute high right miss by Tom? So we'll see as this progresses throughout the game. All right. Next drive here. This is first play of the drive. 2x2 condensed split, double stack look, 4 down front, 4-3. What do we got here, guys? Butt to boundary, all right? Something we're going to talk about a lot. Butt to boundary. What is that, a man principle or a zone principle? It's a zone principle. Yes, we have man eyes on our overhang here and overhang here. That is usually a man indicator. So we're a little bit of a wash here. See how it plays out. Because it's easy for them to show man eyes. Well, he just got outside release. That's not man. Over the ball. Love it. And see, we got a dig route coming in here by Aguilar on the end of that concept. So swing, sit over the ball, dig behind it, front side, level with a smash or an out corner. So, giving him opportunities to get the ball out of his hands, and kudos to him, getting the ball out of his hands. 1st and 10, 15-yard completion on a 5-yard throw. Love it. All right, 2nd and 10. So here, this is 2nd and 10. They go incomplete, or 1st and 10, 0 gain on a run. 2nd and 10, incomplete on a short pass to Hunter Henry. Here we are at 3rd and 10, where we never want to be, right? 2nd and 10. What's worse than 2nd and 10? 3rd and 10, all right? So we got a 2x2 formation motioning to attach our tight end. And, right, it's 3rd down. What do we talk about 3rd down? It's a brand new game plan, right? We prep for 3rd down on its own separate day. We got to be ready for everything, all right? So what was Tampa's exotic front of the day when they weren't in odd was a 1-tech and a 3-tech to the same side. And there's obviously different personnel. This looks to be a nickel personnel with a backside backer walked up. Coverage, we see press man from our overhang. Presumably one of these guys is coming down to play man. One's rolling to the post. So if there's a side to set our protection to, what side would we go to, right? This guy is backing up someone, presumably, right? Skew is going this direction. 9 times out of 10, pressure would be coming from something internal or edge here. So let's see if Mac gets it communicated and picked up here. All right, there's the skew. They're low. Where's the pressure? And they bring 5. Okay, which way did the center go? Center, technically, it looks like he's going left, but he went to the one technique to his right, who is slanting in, right? So that's honestly worst case because now we're in on a game here, right? And if we got this communicated better, we could have potentially him pass this to the guard, which is going to happen later than we want it to. 3 technique, and then the center would get off on this looper here, the backer. But instead, we have an absolute wasted player because the tackle's on the end, Washington inside. Center still on the one tech, his shade to his right, who slanted to him. And now we have a free player up the middle. So that protection should have been changed. We should have ID'd the mic as this player here. And then he would have been here. He would have been on him, would have had a quicker pass off, and we got it picked up. Instead now, Mac Jones, credit to him, staring down the barrel, right? This is tough. This isn't easy. It's 3rd and 10. Why do we not want to be in 3rd and 10? Because it forces us to drop back pass, lets defenses get into exotic packages, and is that good for a young quarterback? No, it is not. So, head coach, how do we protect our quarterback? We run the ball efficiently. We give them a lot of quick games, spacing, drive. They ran it all season long, and stay out of 3rd and long. Right? Talk about form throw. Do we get to step into this ball? Right? No. Obviously, we're fully rotational here. No transfer of weight because there's no room to step into it. And we don't even get to finish the throw with our follow through. Ball sails. Now, interior throw numbers in below. It's a seam. Gets tipped up. Pick. Absolute classic, perfect storm scenario, if you would, for a young quarterback and how the getting behind the pitch count as far as getting behind the sticks in football is a real thing and can affect young quarterbacks. All right. So here we go. After that, we get to the first. So the next drive, 1st and 10, we have a Fournette run for 4 yards. Here we are, 2nd and 6 on the 38-yard line. We got a attached bunch again by the Bucks, right? And how do the Pats play it? Looks to be, I'm going to call that a shade. I think he's just off right, and now that is a 4-3, classic 4-3 1st and 2nd down call for them. All right, and how are we playing this? Does it look like man? Maybe. Yeah, we get press over here. Does that mean there's man everywhere? No, right? But to boundary, not relating to these guys nearly as much as the other clips, right? So that's how we use our film study is, okay, yeah, he plays off, but does he play off, 3 to 4 yards, 3 to 4 yards of leverage? No, not typically, not in the other look. So I'm thinking it's going to be zone, but to boundary. Oh, what do we get to the top to confirm, right? How do we watch film? Pre-snap, post-snap confirmation. But to boundary, press bail, confirm it zone, underneath, deep third, post safety. All right. Heavy play action pass. Taking a shot. Man, this is a great clip to talk about. Let's look at Tom here. What the? Explicit. A bunch of bad words. Right, here we go. F, right? Whatever he's saying. So let's take a look. Where is this ball thrown, right? This is a condensed split bunch. Perimeter number 1, vertical route, all right, with a bad leverage, outside leverage, off corner zone playing the deep third, all right? So we're going to see the same look by AB. So Johnson attacks his leverage, gets to about the bottom of the numbers, and slips him inside, all right? What do we say? It is truly a to boundary zone with a post safety in the middle, cover 3, all right? We're already in a condensed split. That means there's a lot of room for us to get outside leverage. And we want that in a go ball. The only person Tom's worried about, look at his eyes, is setting the post safety, keeping him down the middle to throw a perimeter number 1 go ball. We have the inside release. Yeah, he's winning. Did he stack the inside release and leave room to win outside? No, he's just screaming down the middle of the seam with no seam protection. Absolutely, sandwiched together with a corner in his low outside hips, safety in his upfield post safety coming out of the middle of the field. Nowhere to put the ball. You make it hard on your quarterback. Tom's pissed because, hey, you got to get outside release. I'm going to show you guys in a couple clips here why that's so important with AB running it. All right. So now we're into 3rd and 6. Tom took a shot. I'm sure he hates rewarding a bad route with the football. Takes a shot, and now we're in 3rd and 6, right? So he could have probably found a short ball to get in 3rd and manageable, but instead takes a shot with you, right? 3rd and 4, they get a pass to AB and for a 1st down. excuse me, not a short pass to AB. They get a run with Fournette for 3 yards for first down. Then we got 1st and 10 here at the 46. Perimeter throw. Let's look at the coverage. All right, we got that 4-3 with a mug backer, walked up. All right, so not bear to a bunch. All right, that same bunch they've ran a couple times is this man. Looks like they could be relating to each other. Do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 high safety still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 2 safeties in the middle of the field could easily be zone. What do we get? Butt to boundary. That's a zone principle. Here we are, zone. All right, it's a zone principle that tells the flat to be covered inside out by a 45-degree player. All right, what does Tom do? Keeps his profile down the middle. Now slowly, slightly turns his feet out to a 45 angle. And this ball, he's on the right hash, not a true perimeter angle by him. And he makes it right with his arm a little bit at the end. The ball's not fully at a hard perimeter angle, something we'll talk about. But this is cover 3. Guys got to stay over top. Let's run a curl. Let's run a comeback. Let's run an out. Freeze a flat player with our eyes and our shoulders. Take the free yards in the perimeter. I just want to show a little form throw of Tom Brady's form here and how he's coming through the shoulder. Something that we talk about. If you want to learn how to form throw, go to AndersonPassAcademy.com. Check out our website. Sign up today. Learn how to throw. Level. Look at this. Level shoulders. Head still. Core tight. Through the chest. Dime. Right? All right, next play here, 2nd and 4. After that, very next play. Let's look at the formation. So now we get a 3-by-1 here, but it is with 2 attached tight ends. All right, so now we got 2 tight ends in the game, 12 personnel. We get the bear front look again. All right, bear front look, 5 up. Is it man? Is it zone? Looking zone, butt to boundary. Get it out of the 2 high zone. And it's just a screen. But what I want to show you guys here is just a beautiful throw by Tom Brady. Let's look at how he does this. He does a play action, I think 5 total steps. Stretch left. 1, 2. Get out of it. 3, 4. 4 steps. But look at back, shoulder, back, hip is something we talk about all the time at Anderson Passing Academy, and we will talk about a lot in this game. Yeah, he could just only arm it and have his shoulders and hips finish this way. But instead, he gets fully rotational off an off-platform body position. Boom. Now look at the angle of his shoulders. Almost fully through. Hips not as much, but a lot of the way there. And let's look at the throw in real time. Beautiful. Efficient movement. We're going to see later in the game where he doesn't have as good of movement. All right. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Same drive. Very next play. Let's see what we got. All right. 3-by-1. That same 3-by-1 attached tight end look that that got us a bear front. They are in 3rd down, so going exotic. It is not a bear front, but it is an odd front with a 1, a 3. There is no D end. We just have that's the D end, but he's in a 5 technique. And then we have a walked up backer. I think this is going to be one of those looks where they end up dropping everybody out and do another drop 8 man double rat. Let's see. No, they bring 4. And I got to say, an incredible job by Leonard Fournette and pass pro here. Look at Leonard Fournette. This is the initial line of scrimmage. All right, let's see where he blows this guy up from. And that line moves with us. Boom. He catches him about a yard behind the line of scrimmage while everybody at the pass pro was creating a deep 5-step. Let's see, 5-step drop from the gun. So 7-step drop timing. 2, 3. No, big 3. But he just goes and gets him at the line of scrimmage. And look at this. 3rd and 4. What did we say? Same formation, condensed split. Now, instead of Johnson out there, get him off the field, get AB there. All right, and let's look. It is man, so it's a little different than the last look, but we will get a zone look. But it's off man, which kind of turns into zone. So it's condensed split, number 1 wide receiver vertical. All right, so where do we want to – in a regular set, we want to keep him away. That's why we're that wide. The spacing. Hold the red line. Get him away from the post safety. Look at Tom's eyes. He doesn't need to see the release. He's staring down the post safety. And now he gets to the eyes to the receiver. But I think this is specifically because he's going back shoulder. But what does mandatory outside release give him, right? The last clip we talked about with Johnson, he had a defender in his outside pocket, post safety coming across the field on his inside, right? Nowhere for Tom to throw it, but right on his head. Now with AB on an outside release, Tom can put a nice, look at the trajectory. You put up a nice trajectory at his head. He runs away, slows down while the defender's not ready, and the ball just easily falls into his lap. Just beautiful ball. Great route by AB, a guy who knows what he's doing, trusts his speed, and trusts his leverage. And that's just spacing and timing on the field. Spacing and timing, all right? So now with 57 seconds left, that's that same play. Look at that. Beautiful throw here. And then now we get into the red zone, right? So first play was a short pass to, let me think. Nope, this is the first play. And so I want to show it's a full field progression here, which what I want to talk about is the first time we see this look. This is a Trey family. Tight end to one side, trips to the other, right? Gives a run strength to one side, pass strength to the other side. A lot of defenses have a set call each week for this formation. So we're going to talk about that each time. One of the main things is corners travel, corners over, confirm man. Corner stays, confirm zone. Corner stays, confirm zone. Love it because we got a true field progression play. Start right. Maybe he wants O.J. Howard with horrible leverage against a corner who's better cover guy than a safety. Wouldn't necessarily like that. But what do? Let's push these guys so that way we can find a hole here for AB. Unfortunately, there's not much room for this post safety to cover, so he's more of a robber. He can be more of an aggressive driver at the post safety position, almost like a robber. All right, so now he comes back to the middle. It's too tight here. We've got we're traveling with that safety. Comes back. This hook player, right, it's Judon. He's an edge rusher. He's like, man, there's nobody over here. Mike Evans is on a delayed level route. So he gets a little greedy, blitzes, and Tom's progression. Here. Any over? Let's bring something right behind it. Here's Mike Evans. This perfect display of full field progression. Puts it right on him. It's got to be a catch. Instead, it's a drop. Just showing how Tom is just so great at what he does. Makes everything look so simple. All right, here we go. We're in the second quarter now. So another thing, they get into 3rd and 4. They get to a first down there. Fournette on the run. They end up having an incomplete to Fournette and have to kick a field goal. So here we are. That's another opportunity where explosive play to AB. There's 2 explosive plays. Get to the red zone, fizzle out. All right, so that's tough. Here we go. The start of second quarter 2 here. And start of the second quarter, excuse me. This is the first play of the game, first play of the drive. It's a run for -1 with a hold. Then you get to 1st and 20. Another run or a short pass to Jonnu Smith for 1 yard. And now here we are at 2nd and 19. 2x2 attached formation, but he's in the slot. So condensed split, 2x2, 4 down front. Safety all the way walked up, right? So let's look at it. Safety walked up. Okay, that should alarm us. Alarm. 1 safety there. Looks like we could have form of man across. This guy's showing pressure with nothing behind him, all right? When a safety is down, he could be playing man, or it could be a zone blitz, right? And he is just filling in as a low player. All right, let's see what happens. Which way are we going to set the protection, all right? This guy's got nobody behind him, but he's showing blitz. Generally, I would say, hey, you're not blitzing. I know you're faking it. It's our Denzel, right? Denzel Washington for the day. You're an actor. That's somebody we want to look for in every team. Who is the guy who does the most, tries to oversell that I'm the blitzer when the blitz is coming backside? So I would totally say this is, hey, there's nobody behind him to let him trigger. Whereas any one of these guys can guard a tight end here. They could be duoing the back, having this guy play man and blitzing one of the backers. So let's see how it unfolds. Oh, instead, they bring all 3 of these guys, drop out both ends. Did our Denzel blitz? No. But to boundary. Is it man? Is it man? No, it's zone. Now, these are the new flat players. 3 deep, 3 under, 5-man pressure. It's home. Pocket movement, man. Blitzer gets free. They get it. And they should have been able to sort this up. I think that's a miss by the back. So that protection's picked up because it's all internal. Look at Mac. Pocket movement, set your feet to throw, all right? And we have something that we practice all the time in Pass Academy is pocket movement to form throw, right? Some guys pocket movement to throw on the run. This was a pocket movement to step into the throw. Look at that. You got to love that. Puts it on the guy. What's worse than 2nd and 18? 3rd and 18. Now, 3rd and manageable. Absolutely great job. Richard Sherman is not 4th down, bro. Nice try. Let's get to the next play here. And they go for a run on 3rd and 3, or a short pass for a first down. Get the first down, and then now the next play we're going to look at here is 2nd and 10 on New England 48. All right, so Richard Sherman thought they had the 4th, gave up a 3rd down conversion. 2nd and 10 is a passing down. Don't see anything unique by Tampa with a 4-3 here. Let's look across the board. We got man, low safety, post safety. Remember we said about a low safety. Could be relating to that tight end. Right now, this looks like they're just going to play man and blitz 4, right? So should no apparent edge threat. Probably internal plug by one of the backers, if anything. Moving with the motion, confirms man. Safety comes down. Okay, wait. Now that was the start to a pre-snap, but pre-snap ID doesn't finish. This is a great one to talk about. Okay, maxed in his cadence. Now he's setting his hands. Set his hands sooner. What happened to our skew, our relationship between the two safeties? Now it's there and there. It flipped. Okay, what was Denzel Washington doing before this, at the beginning of this play? Oh, he's like, I'm out here. I'm outside leverage number 2. I'm not blitzing. Don't worry about me. He's low. Okay, now the whole team's acting. Now they're trying to flip it late. Alert. Liz. Identify this guy as the mic. Get our center going this direction so we can have 4-for-4 for a pressure, because now this guy actually is backed up. All right, so let's see if we get it picked up here. Young quarterback, late in his progression. Boom. Right as he sets the hands. Set your hands earlier, quarterbacks. There's no use standing here with your hands down. You know what they do? They say, hey, good defense. They say, hey, wait for him to set his hands and blitz from depth. Okay, let's see Mac. No hand set. Outside leverage by this guy. Sets hands. Inside leverage. Shuffle, go. Hut. Free hitter. Boom. Crunch. Hey, this is the franchise, man. If this is a guy you're drafting in the first round. This is a message to the Niners or Trey Lance. This is to anybody. You want to protect your Q. Teach him how to get protected so he doesn't have to take those hits. Yeah, hey, great job. You got the completion. Do we want to be in 3rd and 10? No. We got the 3rd and manageable. Great job by him. However, how many guys do we waste on the O-line? So if we can get it slid this way, with this guy being the mic, we'd have he would still, with 3 techniques his side, have to be out on it, but the mic, the center would be here. He'd take this slanter. Let's watch it. Which he does. They buy back here, but it's not communicated. So now he should be out on this guy on the edge, and the back should be filling for this guy. You get it communicated, then the back would have that backer to edge because 2 to 1 side. All right. And instead, they get a free edge player. This guy's blocking nobody. So that's what we're missing. We would have 6 for 6. And instead, our quarterback gets actually hit pretty hard. Hey, still made a great throw. You know, the kid's got confidence. He's willing to sit in there. You got to love that, right? So, all right. So that was then on 3rd down, they get a penalty. Defensive pass interference for a first down. 1st and 10, no gain on a run. 2nd and 10, offensive holding, gets into 2nd and 20. And here we are at 2nd and 20. Let's look at it. 2nd and 20 is a passing down, so some defenses will treat that as 3rd down. Get a zero nose. We get exotic with one mug. Very loose, right? Is this guy playing? Oh, we see one guy. Let's look at the corners. No, we don't look at the corners first. Look at the safeties. Yep, we see 2 high safety and a shell skew headed to this side if there's any pressure indicators. So maybe he's backing up the mug. Maybe the mug's coming. All right. Our guy Denzel's not acting. If it was coming to the side, maybe he'd be acting. So who knows? We'll see. It's passing it down. Maybe they're dropping out. But to boundary. So is this guy staying there? I bet he pressed bails. Oh, here's the press bail. Oh, what happened to Denzel? And this is not a pre-snap. It's a post-snap. Flip the skew. Bring the pressure this way. Great job. Does Max see that? I don't blame him. I probably would have sent it to this guy, which they do. But if they're not bringing 6, we can still pick it up with our back. So we're okay. However, it's a great disguise by the Buccaneers defense. All right. So now center's going the wrong way. We're going to have some wasted O-linemen. The mug gets out. They bring, and they have a looper. Running back picks it up. Nice clean pocket. Dime by Mac Jones. Let's look at his eyes. All right. Let's see what the concept is here. Keep the tight end in. Eyes to the field. He's looking this way. Maybe he knows it's some form of cover 2. We don't have the back end, so he's pushing that middle mic to that side so he can come back to a dig on the other side, which is how a lot of plays are designed. All right, so 2 verticals, not much going on here, but a dig over here, and the back was probably on a check to the side so we can high-low a lower player. Middle player, push him with your eyes, come back inside to a dig, and that is a triangle defense here that we're trying to exploit. Great throw by Max. 2nd and 20. Hey, head coach hat. Boom. Man, this young quarterback. 3rd and 20, we'd be giving up, right? A draw, a screen, hope something breaks for the first down. Wouldn't be drop back passing. So he gives them the opportunity that, A, gets them into field position if they can't get the 3rd down conversion, and actually gives them a chance to get the 3rd down. So great completion by Mac. Gotta love it. Here we go. So now here's this 3rd and down. Now we're in field goal range regardless. So let's just get a completion. Don't take a sack. Line up an empty. All right. It's here we go. Exotic. 3rd down time. What's our front? Literally no interior D linemen. They're lined up in double 3 techniques. That's a triple front. You can expect twists. These guys do exchange, loopers, right? And be ready for pass rush. All right. So let's look at our safeties. 2 high shell. They show and skew to either side. Who's getting help in the press man? Confirm man-to-man by a linebacker motioning in. If they bring him out to cover him and an empty, then it's obviously man. All right. Hands are set early by Mac. I love it. Now they're back down. Let's look. All right. Well, you got 4, 2, 6 total. 2 high safety close together. We got to think that neither of them are helping and playing cover 2. They're not relating to the number 2 player enough to play quarters. This is probably man on him, post safety. And one of these interior guys can blitz. But to boundary, they're going to flip the skew, bring an edge here, and play zone, post, deep 3rd. All right, let's see, right? We try and narrow it down to 1 or 2 things. Man with a wall, 3-man rush, right? Oh, that's a great play. Great play design, all right? Hats off to the OC. Let's look at this play design. Started it empty, motion the running back into the backfield where the guy covering him in man-to-man, right, enters the box now. It was all the way over here. And then we have a quick flat out this way. What do we call this route? I forget what we called that route. A mesh, right? TSL, shout out the run and shoot program, June Jones, AJ Smith. So a mesh route. So you just get in his way and try and go around him. So it's not really a pick. Versus zone, he would settle here. So it's a spacing concept. And a number 2 vertical route, just kind of creating an absolute wall for this guy who was all the way out there. And now it's to chase a flat route to the other side of the field. Watch this. Wall, traffic. Beautiful. Look at that play design. 3rd and 4, 1st down. Love it. All right, let's go next play here. We have 1st and 10. All right, so now we get into a heavier set. We got 21 personnel, 2 backs, 1 tight end, tight split. What do we get out of that? All right, so people do that based on personnel. You see these big guys come in the game, let's go bear front. They haven't done that yet, Bucks. Pats did it a couple times. 5-step in a drop, spacing, fullback in the flats, back in the flats, out. What is this? There's a dig behind them. It's a drive spacing concept. Just, dig behind them. So many quick options for Mac to get the ball out of his hands. Another way his offensive coordinator is helping him be more efficient and get into a rhythm, something that we talk about, what's Matt Nagy doing with Fields? How are these other coordinators developing young quarterback talent? How do you maximize your draft picks, right? This is one way, the Patriot way. Very smart. All right, next play now, 2nd and 7. The very next play, condensed split. They get out of that personnel, now back to 10 personnel. 2nd down, so we don't see anything exotic. Another 4-3 by the Bucks. But to boundary all around, zone tendency. Okay, here's a safety, post safety. If there's pressure to either side, looks pretty even, this lineup. So I think if any pressure, it's going to be internal. No pressure. What do we have here? It's man-to-man or cover 3. Either or. That's why you love these plays. Run guys all through the zone. Let them come out the other side. Or if it's man, let them have their defender get caught up in traffic. Oh, look at that. Comes out the back door, puts it on him. Touchdown. Great job by Mac Jones. All right, and now the Patriots are up 7-3 at home against Tom Brady's homecoming. All right. So then now after that, it gets to this is the next drive here. And the first play we're going to look at is, so they go Ronald Jones run, penalty, false start, pass left to AB for 8 yards. Fournette, 3rd down, 3rd and 1, 1st down. Here we go. 1st and 10 after that 1st down. We got a 2 tight end set, motioning to 2x2. What do we get out of them? We got a 4-3 with the safeties in the box. We got a 7-man box here, really 8-man box with a somebody running with the motion. So we're going to have man-to-man with an 8-man box, 1 post safety. Heavy play action. Hey, Judon, free agency showing up. We should have 2 guys here. I'm not going to blame Tom here, but I'm going to talk about efficient movement. All right, it's heavy play action. That is a hard job pulling and having to kick out on a high rush, right? Now, Tom, at the top of his drop on a play action 5, lands with his back foot out of his frame a lot, right? So all of his weight is in this angle. That is, we want to keep the weight in our back hip so then we can push our body forward. Because when we're in this kind of a lean, we don't have much to push, right? Our foot is very far out of our hip position. We want to be in an ankle, knee, hip alignment to move effectively as a lateral athlete. So he kind of gets caught in space and doesn't even move at all because you can see, I'm being nitpicky. Maybe this isn't on Tom at all, right? It's a tough play all in all, but perfect storm is a lot of reasons, right? The Mac Jones clip we saw where he hitched up in the pocket. Everything else is one here. This is Judon making a great play, and maybe we could have a little more efficient movement by Tom. All right. In his defense, let's see how deep this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 yards deep in the play action. I mean, that's really the top of what they're trying to hold. 9 to 10 yards is what these guys are setting on. So I would like Tom to move either quicker and shorten up his 5, like a quicker 5 play action, and have better movement at the top to get under that. But it's still a hard play all in all, right? So at that drive, turns into 2nd and 18. Tom Brady, right? What do we got to do? Let's just get half back. Throws a deep ball to Brate, which is another shot to a tight end on a vertical ball, which I'm not really understanding from him matchup-wise, and they have all these weapons. Incomplete, turns into 3rd and 18. They throw what? What do you do? 3rd and 18. Wide receiver screen, gets 1 yard, have to punt. All right, so now you trying to answer as the Bucks, have to punt. Hey, Mac, huge opportunity here. Let's have a long drive. Let's score right before the half. Get up 2 scores against Tom Brady at home. He just punted, all right? 1st down, short pass to Myers for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. They get 1 first down on this drive. Then they get to 2nd 11, and they get into a -6 run, 3rd and 17. Horrible 2nd and 11 play. Now 3rd and 17. Hate to be in this position. All right, trips right. That triple front, 2-3 techniques, which is an exotic front. That is expect lots of different types of loops. We don't see 3 for 3 over here. Butt to boundary. We have a walk up on the edge. Let's probably send it this way. Can't see the safety skew, but we know it's going to be a zone. They're going to drop 8 or they're going to blitz. Bring 4, and they do have a looper. And what do we do on 3rd and 18? End up doing a double pass. Just shows to, hey, Patriots, they don't do a lot of these double passes, and still it's a big game. Man, Belichick, I think some of the old schools like Steve Spurrier, who I've played for, they love having a double move. They love having little wrinkles in games just to have one trick play, end around, right? Always in the big games, all right? So, Mac, did he answer? No. Now, switch the ball back and forth, no points. Tom Brady gets the ball back with 1:40 left. First play is a pass short left to AB for 4 yards. And here we are at 2nd and 6. We have an odd look here, maybe because it's 2 minutes and they want to start to heat him up and not let him get down the field. So we have an odd double up look. Can expect loops. And it looks to be, we have 3 for 3 over here. He's probably just showing blitz and going to play man. Yep. Man, press man at the bottom. 5 for 5. They have a stunt. We don't get it passed off. But there's enough for him to get caught up. Sometimes guys get caught up. And let's look at this. Tom on the run. Look at this little peek back. Probably blew him a kiss, right? He just wants to make sure he gets the breaks containment. Break contain. Look at this. Athletic, break contain. What do we got to do? Rise up. Get your hips under you. We can't just be running from all kinds of athletic positions, right? We got to have a constructive chaos. Elevate. Upright, rotational passer on the run. Bam. Back shoulder, back hip. Not a priority because look at as far as how angle-wise this throws, it's pretty much a straight line throw. Huge play. Just kudos to Tom for working his butt off every offseason to get better and better, get more athletic, and do more for his game. All right. So here we go. 1st and 10. They're staying exotic here, right? We have a dime personnel in the game. There's one guy with his hand in the dirt. They bring 5. Bring 5. What's the coverage? Man. What's one of our favorite man answers? 2x2. Run a hitch and have a slot fade. Freeze the post safety. Look at Tom. Eyes down the middle. Slight 45 angle with the back foot. Right? Look at that back foot turned because he knows he's going to push off that. Boom. Now he's frozen long enough. Picks his shot. Over the top. But look at what we talked about with the Johnson guy earlier. Gives him an over-the-top window or a nice back shoulder window, right? Good receivers. They get the mandatory outside release. And it gives a guy like Tom Brady more options. So why was Tom so pissed? Try to read his body language from game to game. Because the schematics. Hey, you're going to play in his offense. You got to live by the rules that he lives by. If it's a mandatory outside release route, you have to do it. It gives your quarterbacks more opportunities, right? So receiver coach, quarterback coach, OC, and head coach, right? Staying exotic now in this 2-minute drill. We got a odd front, 0 nose with 2 mug backers and looks to be a nickel personnel, nickel or dime. All right, 2x2 formation. Access, right? They go cover 3 or off man, which plays out the same as access. Hey, he wants to take the easy yards, get out of bounds. It's a hitch route. Think Tom Brady can't throw a hitch route? Well, what do we talk about missing high right? High right miss for a righty. High right miss for a righty. High left miss for a lefty, right? When we wind up a lot, big wind up, especially in a rain game, our hips are already going. Our transfer of weights happen. Look at the extended back leg. He's pushed off. And the big windup gets us delayed. And just as a rotational, as a clock, our hips are through. We're ready to throw. And we're coming out the back door. We miss high right. So maybe it's the rain. Maybe it slipped. I know from thousands of hours of training young quarterbacks that all righties miss high right and all lefties miss high left. And it's mostly because the rotational aspect of our lower half doesn't time up with our upper half coming through because of a lot of things. Backside draw, a lot of being too extended. or just not pulling through enough and finding that sweet spot. Miss high right, 2nd and 10 turns into 3rd and 10. Man, explosive play to Godwin, right? All these different things, right? All these great plays. Explosive play to Godwin. How many times are we get an explosive play, get down the field, get into the red zone, stall out? Gets to 3rd and 10, they throw a screen, don't get the first down. Now we're in the second half, man. So 7-6, start of the second half. And right, how many times the Bucks get 4 first downs, 3 explosive plays, stall out in the red zone. And that one right there was actually an unforced error by Tom Brady. So, all right, so start of the second half here now. After not scoring right before the end of the half, getting another 3 points after explosive plays, lots of first downs on drives, right? Ball back in your hands, Tom. Let's see how it goes. 2nd and 6 here. 2x2, tight end attached. Let's look at the front. 4 down with 1 backer mugged. We've done this a couple times now. Probably going to stay man. Tom, see, points to it, wants to pick it up. Let's see if anything else happens. Bring a tight end in. They just stay with it. Love this play here. And this is the reason I put this on here is especially because I want to show you that, hey, it's 2nd and 6. It's so important for guys to make plays when they're supposed to, right? There's a guy running through with the backer, right? This guy was latching there. So it's essentially like a double slant, right? It's an in cut with a sit, back on a swing with a spray slant, right? So he's going to widen. He's going to get a wide release here. Really doesn't even widen. Ball's right on his face, drop. All right, so now very next play. All right, 3rd and 6, right? Could easily have a first down, get the drive going right out of the half, on the road. Let's go. Patriots go odd, 0 nose, double up look with 1 over 2 over 2, 2 over 2, man, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, post safety in the middle of the field. So no one's backed up here. So if anything, if we're going to slide the protection, we want to slide as trying to help a certain stunt. I think that they should be sliding it left and have ID the mic as this player here. Then if anything, the back has to come up and get that guy. Let's see here. They don't bring him out. They bring 4. 3rd and 6. Boom. And all right, let's go back to our play because this is another tight split here. Now it's versus press man. His last one was off man. Remember the Johnson play from earlier, right? We have a lot of room here. It's a perimeter number 1 ball. We just got to freeze the post safety and keep it down the red line, down the numbers. All right. Takes an inside release, just like Johnson, right? Then what I want you to notice here is just because you have an inside release doesn't mean you got to immediately get backside. Some people will kind of take an inside release but not really go, and that will cause the defender to just stay in the outside hip pocket and you never get back outside. What does AB do? He gets inside and he goes. So now this yard apart, he has to worry in a condensed split that they don't do something like that, right? A full field progression play, and now he's on the over. So now he has to go this way, the defender, while AB's still pressing vertical that way, right? Fastest way is in a straight line. Boom. Essentially pushing himself in the back hip and boxing himself out in fear of the over. AB stacks immediately. Let's look at Tom's vision. Down the middle. Oh, look at, he's got a 3-step and a hitch. Eyes just left of middle, pushing that safety. Hitches, back foot, slight 45-degree angle on a deep ball. Where's the safety? Nowhere to be found. AB is now magically outside leverage of the guy. So he stacked the corner, held the line, then got outside of him, just totally winning the route, right? So if you're going to take an inside release, just press vertical. Wait for that guy to worry and chase your back hip. You boxed him out. Now you lean, you expand, you fade. He's in your back pocket. Ball left a little inside maybe because there's all this space, right? Doesn't matter because you're compromising. Okay, looking left to try and keep the angle. Now come back right with my feet. Get my feet in a good enough position to make a perimeter throw. Instead, a little inside. But hey, when you control this guy that well, doesn't matter. Huge play. Ends up being a holding on that play. Doesn't even happen. Or illegal use of the hands. So now next play was 3rd and 15. And I believe 3rd and 15 was a run for Fournette or screen. Yeah, it was a run with Fournette, getting the 4th and 9. Now they punt. So, hey, We have the drop pass and that slant to the tight end, and we punt. Come out of the second half on the road, have to punt. Horrible situation. It just shows how, man, little things, can get to third down and you're screwed, right? So then now the Patriots get the ball right back. First and 10 run for 9 yards. Second and 1 with a run. First and 10 short pass, fumble recovered by the Bucs, and then run with Fournette for 8 yards. Run with Fournette for 0 gain, and here's the first 3rd and 2 after back-to-back 3 and out for the Bucs. Fumble by the Pats. Now the Bucs get it back, facing another 3rd down, 3rd and 1. Let's see how it plays. 4 down front with the backer mug. Same look they've done a lot of times. That usually stayed man-to-man. I don't see any butt to boundary, so I see a lot of man principles. Got a post safety. They probably leave it on. And he bails out. Nope, he comes. Deflected pass. Right? So you're like, man, back-to-back 3 and outs with a turnover. Bucs get the ball back. Now, even going into before the half, we've got a lot of quick punts. A lot of exchanging of the ball with no points, all right? And then now we get to Mac Jones again, right? So now this is the second time the Pats are getting the ball. Let's see what down and distance this is here. 9:08. This is 2nd and 6. The first play was a pass to Nelson Aguilar for 4 yards. 12 personnel in the game. We got a tight end with an I slot. So I right over. Heavy play action. Sam pressure. Let's go. It's not a Sam, but nickel pressure here. Let's look at it from the top here. So this is right. We can't see. We don't get the all 22. We don't know where that other safety is backing this guy up here. Right now, everything's set to take care of this guy, and the back will abort the fake to pick up the block. All right, we're going to see this. Remember this look. All right, butt to boundary is a zone pressure. Back picks it up, play 5, little pocket movement, and a sack, right? So, unfortunately, there wasn't much here pre-snap to really identify, and they end up getting home. Now, 2nd and 6 after a nice run play on first down turns into 3rd and 12. And that's never good, right? 3rd and 12, the next play. Get that triple front again, that 3rd down triple they've been doing. Layered man-to-man look. What is this? This is Trey family. He's not attached. Run strength, pass strength. What do we say? Where's the corner? Sherman. Corner's over. Corner's over equals man. So, right, this is a specific formation we talked about earlier that teams will play, and it causes an outlier for defenses that they come into each game with a certain game plan for this situational football. 3rd down, 2-minute, right? Red zone, Trey, different situations that teams prepare for before the week. All right. So layered man. And if you haven't, go check out my video with the Raiders against the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Handed the Ravens their only L of the season so far, where the Raiders exploited this layered man look by changing up the way that you release at the line to get the defenders to bump into each other instead of having a traditional rub. So here we go, 3rd and 12. All right, might let them drop back pass. I don't know, maybe a draw, maybe a screen. Let's see what unfolds. Triple front, got to expect games and twists. We got a twist here at the bottom, just like we said, triple front, alert. Only a 4-man rush. All right. With that being said, safety, right, corner, safety, other safety in the post. Skew is rolling this way. No potential edge backside. One guy here probably playing man-to-man, so not a threat and pressure because we already confirmed man-to-man with corners over. So we shouldn't have we shouldn't have this be the mic. So unfortunately, Mac doesn't change this. This should be the mic. And then now we have the center working right instead of working left. If he's working left, we pass off and we get this looper here. But instead, he's working right. So we have a tight end chip. And this is my other point. Have the mic set opposite the chip. He's already got help. The guard now has fallen, but wasn't even responsible for anybody. So we've got 2-on-1 here. Boom, and a looper. Technically, with this being the mic, this is the backs guy who's also covering him in man. So he sees him sitting there, so he's not blitzing. If I stay in block, he's going to add in on the blitz. So he gets out. His ID doesn't blitz. Now, unfortunately, if you flip his ID, it's this guy, and he still gets out on the concept. And you have the center working this way and one-on-one with that one technique going right to the guard with help that side. They don't even have a stunt on this side. This looper would get cracked by the center. All right, so unfortunately, Looper comes through. Great play. Hey, what's the hardest thing for a young quarterback to do? Is drop back pass on 3rd and 10, right? 3rd and 10, drop back pass. We try to keep our young quarterbacks out of it. Boom, getting crunched, right? Tough play there. So now we've got second half, counting right before the half, got 6 straight punts. 6 punts, 1 field goal, right, by the Bucs going into the half, but 6 or 7 straight punts here. A really big lull. And then, so they give the ball right back to the Bucs, and what do? 8 plays, 7 runs. Leonard Fournette drives them down the field and caps it off with a touchdown. There's 1 pass, was a short pass. I think it was a screen or a flat route for a first down. All right, so here we are now, down 6. Mac Jones got the ball, and this is 1st and 10, 3 minutes and 21 seconds left. And this is after they had already gotten 2 first downs. Okay. Correction, this is actually the first play of this drive. All right, no first downs yet on this drive. Here we go, 4-3, 1st and 10. Hey, what's Mac doing? IDing. Hey, what formation are we in? Trey, why is there a corner? Why did Richard Sherman leave his side? Oh, because it's Trey. This is our game plan for Trey. We're going to have corners over in man-to-man. So it's man-to-man. Got one guy there, somebody behind him. Alert, alert. Mac, he likes it. He likes it. I like that. Good. Send the mic that way. Let's ID this guy as the mic. Get this. And for some reason, I could have sworn they communicated this. They saw the point, right? So he should be working right and seeing this guy not come and then have this guy right in his way. But that for the guard, that for the tackle. 2-on-2. Instead, we're 3-on-2 with a backer who started at 3 yards depth. I really blame the center here, unless I can't picture Max said, hey, this is the mic and this is the backs guy. So I think this is a MA by the center. You got a guy coming right down the A gap, but hey, what does a young Mac Jones do? Poised, looking down the barrel. Steps right. It's a 5-man protection. It's man-to-man on the back. Who's got the back? Pitch to the back. Break to tackle. Check down turns into a hot route check down, right? A quick throw to the back, right? Turns into a 20-yard completion. Great job by Mac Jones. Shows awareness, shows that he is a guy who can process, right? I don't care how talented you are, for whatever. You got to be able to have a brain and you got to be able to process. Looking down the barrel, right? These guys, he's trying to slow the tight end up. He probably has him in man-to-man and this guy's blitzing. What's the center doing? I'm not sure. What's he do? Extend the play, ball. Great job there by Mac Jones, and that just shows why I think he's going to be a quarterback in this league for the long time. All right, so now the very next play after that first down, we go to a 2 tight ends there. Yep, 2 tight ends to the right side. Heavy play action pass. All right, let's look at the coverage. What did we talk about earlier in the game? Heavy play action pass, but to boundaries, zone principles. So we get zone, play action pass. Excuse me, what do we do with zone? Nelson Aguilar, our fastest guy really in this receiving core. Corner's got to stay over top, run a comeback, run a curl, run an out, anything. 13-yard completion. What does Mac do with his eyes? Set, looking at this flat player, freezing him there, only to reset his foot angle, right? This is great. This is teach tape. This is what we do in Managed Passing Academy. Coaches don't coach us up enough. There is more than enough misses in the NFL games only on footwork alone. Freezes a 45 angle, sets to a perimeter angle, right? Freeze the guys inside, take the free ones on the outside. Easy. Next play, they go with a run, short pass to Myers for 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 5. All right. Got back to our 12 personnel, 21 personnel, 1 tight end, 2 backs with the fullback. Condensed split. Off here. Might have some pressure here. What's that same look? Last time with Sherman in the Trey formation. Now we just have the running back leaving it. Just a true zone play action, no pullers. More of a solid front, inside out on the blitzer. Cover 3. freeze the flat players, take a perimeter angle, take the free ones on the outside. 3 straight times now. Same idea. All right. Driving, right? Driving. First down. We got trips with a motion here, bringing the tight end into the backfield. Let's look at our front here, and I want to talk about the beginning of this play. I cut this out, but these guys were just communicating. You see that, right? Why are they communicating? Why are these guys so close to the line of scrimmage, right? We got a safety here backing them up. So skew is going this way, right? So if we have an internal pressure here with rotation going this way, this guy's a deep third player. Who becomes a flat player? Why were these guys communicating? The D end is now the contained player. If that back swings, he's got to peel. Heavy interior pressure on the stunt here. Send one into the flats. D end peels. Flood the flats. Who's better at finding a way to get to the flats than the New England Patriots? Man, what a great play design. You're going to see it from the back view here. And, man, great play at the perfect time. They're short to that flat, rotating the opposite way, and interior blitz. I mean, look at cover 3 player, flat player, blitzing. They're going to be short underneath. They insert here, probably drop him out, and it's a 3 deep, 2 under with a 1, 2, 3, or 3 deep, 3 under with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man pressure. 4-man pressure, 1, 2, 3 deep, 1, 2, 3 under. No, there's 5 there. Double flats, look at that. I mean, just great play design. That's right. Number one way to get your quarterback, a young quarterback in a good position, is quick game, plays that are called with a purpose, designed plays, great run game. All right. And right here is an old-fashioned RPO before the RPO was ever created. All right. Tell me who Mac Jones is reading on this play. Absolutely no one. Forget who said it. I was listening to a game, and commentator made a great point. There is no substitute for the physicality of football. All right. So, yeah, he's got him in man. He also thinks it's going to be a run play. So what does he see? Bad eyes, heavy run action, physicality, football. No RPO, just call to the purpose, easy touchdown. Here we go. Mac Jones up 14-13 in the fourth quarter against Tom Brady. Next drive, first play of the game, first play of the drive, 6-yard run, 1-yard run. Here we are, 3rd and 3 with Tampa Bay 31. All right, third down. Let's see. First triple front from the Patriots so far, right? They're in an odd look here. Judon's getting set. We got Judon as a 0 nose. So they didn't do a triple front because he ended up getting there. But this is, I wouldn't call this truly a true bear, right? It's exotic. It's odd. It's an odd front with double up linebackers. 2 by 2 relating to 2 by 2 on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's a low safety. This could be a 0 blitz. He gets out of there. What do we see? Corner bailed there, butt to boundary. It's zone with a wall player and a wall player. They ran that earlier in the game with the 3-man rush, okay? Drop 8, double wall. Let's look at this concept here. All right, condensed split here. Butt to boundary, it's zone. He's playing over the top. So what does AB do? He just presses him vertical, gets in his back hip pocket, runs it out. Easy, giving up access. Drop 8, but not having anybody in the short flat and 3rd and 3. I don't understand the call. I would have had a cover 2 drop 8 and had just an extra middle hole player. So the corners play aggressive, but hey, it is what it is. So 3rd and 3, first down, 1st and 10, Leonard from net, 4-yard run. And here we are, 2nd and 6 at the 42, 12 minutes, 39 seconds, all right? 2nd down, getting a little exotic here. All right, let's see. What do we have? Double, I think it's a triple front with 2 walked up A-gap players. So they both bail out and play, I think that man wall. Man. He jumps out and plays number 3 man. Safety in the post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It must be a 2-high safety look here. I want you to look at Tom. This is something important when you're watching games. Anytime a quarterback's scanning around at different parts of the field, he's saying, what were they in? What happened? They got him on this play. And honestly, I think it's because they went so exotic on 2nd and 6, which they typically only did in 2-minute drill or third downs, right? So the two high safeties over him, we got butt to boundary there at the last second by this corner. So it truly is a two high zone. They're walling number 3 vertical or doubling him. And this one got Tom a little bit. His internal clock's going off. Just kind of dirts it, right? No one open. Great job by the Patriots disguising. Get him to 3rd and 6. Get him to 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 play, they actually scramble. Tom scrambles for a first down. That was a great play by him. And then timeout after a 1st and 10 run by Ronald Jones for 4 yards. Here we are, 2nd and 6 with Tom Brady here. All right, classic 4-down look. They bring one backer, screen, picks up a huge chunk of yards here, and I want to look at Tom Brady, the way he executes the screen, right? We want to take a drop, settle, engage them, get them to commit, and then bail, right? Here we go. Let's see it. Eyes left, screen right. Typical, right? We want to sell eyes this way, get people flowing that way, maybe keep one guy is all we care about, right? Game of inches. Settled, then fades to his right. Settle, fade to the screen. It helps you get an arm angle. The over-the-top throw is tough, right? So when you have a left or right side screen, whether it's a tunnel screen, whatever it is, shout out my guy AJ Smith. He actually taught me this. You want to roll to the side of the screen. It helps tremendously. Puts a great ball on him, right? All we got to do is operate the play. Quarterbacks make the throw. All right, next play here. And now it is 3rd and 9. So then after that, big play was Ronald Jones, run for 1 yard, incomplete pass to Mike Evans. Now we're at 3rd and 9. 2nd and 9, what do we want? Completion. Get short. Get us back to something manageable. 3rd and 9, we don't love. All right, we got a Trey bunch here, okay? Let's see what we get. Get the snap. These guys are deep. It's a dime personnel here. Zone, corner, zone, zone, zone. Right? What did we just say? Trey, that's our formation from earlier. Did the corner go over? Confirm man. Corner stays. Confirm zone. Here's the post safety trying to play over this side, right? Could be some sort of combo and not a true post. Or regardless, he's going from there to get there. So Tom sees that void, and then twofold. What is this? 2 inside pressures by 2 DBs, 7 or 8 yards off. Should they be blitzing from depth? Did they get the run key? Hey, if we're going to blitz, we got to be at 5 yards depth pre-snap. We're in the sky view right now. Did Tom go fast here? Did they not get ready? Now they're blitzing from depth. Vacate the middle. He's got number 3 vertical. He's some sort of deep third player. Slow roll post safety. Big void in the middle. Tom doesn't even have to freeze him. Put it on him. Outside leverage corner in this cover 3 zone. Let's see the back view. Come on, Tom. This is easy. It's a 5-up look. 0 blitz. They bring 7. Just doesn't get there in time. Big void in the middle. Outside leverage. Tom stealing. Just absolutely stealing here. All right, here we go. The next play was a run for -2. And now they go 2-by-2 formation here. 2nd and goal. We got a 4-3 by the Pats. Pretty basic front. No pressure. Man, 2nd and goal on the 9 after a -2 run. Let's look at Tom's reaction. You can tell he's not MFing Fournette. He's not like he was Johnson because he knows. You see that? He knows that it stinks that this isn't Gio Bernard. This isn't somebody else, right? And we talk about, so many quarterbacks talk about, oh, look at the different throwing angles with our arm slot. Pete set here, ball there. 90% of the incomplete throws in the NFL are because of that. Yes, we want to highlight the plays that actually work, but grand scheme of things, KYP, know your personnel. Is he the best passing back? No. Where do righties miss? High right, right? So tough there. Tom knows it, man. KYP, know your personnel. Righty missing high right with his feet not in the right position. Just absolutely classic. So shout out to all those QB coaches training you how to not make the good throws. So now we get to 3rd and 8. All right, so it's a big play here. 3rd and 8. Game on the line. Ball on the 9. Let's see the front. Odd, right? So they got out of the 4-3 on a lot of third downs here. Odd. About to be a double up. They go zone. But the boundary. Oh, Tom, make a miss. Love it. Tom on the run. Right? And like the Godwin play earlier, he got there and got downhill and made a straight line throw. Right? Now, he doesn't have that luxury. He's going that way. His hips, his momentum, everything's going that way. When that is the case, what do we need? Back shoulder, back hip to the throw. Otherwise, the righty misses high right. Where's the ball? We got, right, extending the play. O.J. Howard on this over. Let's get a back corner of the end zone. R's or nobody. Elevated ball. Maybe he comes down with it. Back shoulder, back hip. Stop right there. Doesn't get anything going that direction. Where's the ball go? O.J. Howard's like 6'6". All right. That ball goes 15 yards in the air, high right. Hey, high right. Righties, high right. Back hip, back shoulder. Can't be any more proof than that right there, right? So shout out to Tom, his elusiveness. How many times we're going to have the Fournette screen was an explosive play, right? Multiple explosive plays, 3 to 4 first downs, come away with 3. All right, so here we are, 7 minutes, 58 seconds. Mac Jones now, you're down. Defense is holding the Bucs to 4 field goals here? 3, 6, 9. 4 field goals. All right, and here this is 1st and 10 with 7:58. First play of the drive. We go 12 personnel. 21 personnel, 2 backs, that same formation. We get a bear front that they haven't played since earlier in the game. Sherman, that same blitz from earlier. They get out of it. Cover 3. Whoa, he almost gets it. Going to the well one too many times. But why do you think this ball almost got picked? Look at him. He had to wait for it. He came back a little bit, still waiting. The ball's hanging in the air like a lollipop, right? It just goes to the form. Yes, there's someone at his feet, so he doesn't step into it. But this is why we can't just be rotational, like some coaches teach. Rotational, no transfer of weight, falling back, lollipop ball. Yeah, it's access. Look at the flat players. They're heavy inside, right? All that run action. They got no shot getting out there. Ball's hanging. Almost gets picked off. Still a great read. Freeze the inside guys. Take the 3 yards on the outside. We got to drive the perimeter. All right, after a 1st and 10 short pass to Myers for 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Let's look at our front. Looks like going back to a triple front here. It's late in the game. Maybe they're treating it a little different. Motion, travel. Our guy Denzel is not looking like he's blitzing. Where is the safety skew? No skew here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a too high shell. By no pressure. Let's see. No pressure. Love it. Talked about Antonio Brown and Godwin and Johnson with the bad route. Hey, condensed split, vertical number 1, go. Most guys do 1 move and go. They did. AB stacked. Johnson didn't win. He did 1 move and just tried to have speed. Got killed. Got his quarterback mad at him, all right? Now we look here at Myers. Watch this. Watch this release. Wide receiver hat. Hezzy, in, out. 2 moves. Hezzy's 1. Some people hezzy and go. Corner's right in your hip pocket. Hezzy, in, out. Gets a ton of separation. Gets him on his heels. Then now, what does he take? A high angle because he doesn't want to get beat over the top. Mandatory outside release. Plenty of room. Widen them. What do you give your quarterback? You give him 2 options. Over the top or the easy back shoulder throw. Elevate the ball. Great throw. Great route. Great release by Myers. And that is just textbook. Goes back to our earlier conversation with Johnson at the beginning of the game of how to run good routes to get the quarterback to throw you the ball. All right. So now after that throw to Myers, so they run the flea flicker that gets them down here, and then now this is and after the flea flicker, they go incomplete pass to Jonnu Smith. Right. You got to think it's 1st and 9, 1st and goal from the 9. All right. Head coach, put your cap on. right? We're down by 2. So a touchdown here is massive because then we'd get up by 5, right? So now field goal can't tie the game, okay? So first and goal, pass, incomplete, Jonnu Smith. Second and goal, pass, incomplete, Jonnu Smith. Now we're saying, man, if we would have ran the ball, got 2 or 3, get ourselves in a manageable, third and goal from the 3 where we can run it, we can play action, we can boot, we can be very multiple. Now we put ourselves in a bad situation here. All right, so third and goal, 3rd and 9, triple front again. I think this is a triple front. That guy's hard shade to tell right here, but regardless, let's look at it. No pressure, layered man to the bunch. Throw a screen on 3rd and 9, doesn't work, right? So unfortunate, 3 straight passes on 1st and goal from the 9, kick another field goal. Man, defensive battle. So now you give Tom the ball back with 4 minutes and 34 seconds. All right, so let's see what play this is. 1st and 10 at 4:34. This is the first play of the drive. All right, obvious passing downs. Here come the pass with a nice triple front. All right, be ready for no pressure and some sort of stunt with the D lineman. All right, let's look at our coverage here. Outside leverage, could press bail. Relating, could be man. Skew to this side. He could be backing this guy up. Potential threat there. If anything, we'd send the mic this way. I mean, the center that way. He sent that way. What ends up happening? They drop the guy out. Now the mic's going to the game, right? Follow the skew to follow the pressure. Take a shot. Boom. Perfect. Look at this. Got a linebacker on a running back. So let's see. Do we confirm man? Yep. And they're doubling inside. Wall, man, bracket. Essentially a bracket with a post safety. Tom loves the matchup. Puts it in the air. Guy who's not used to ball skills. PI. The 40-yard PI on an important drive. All right, here we are. Then they run the ball to Fournette for 3 yards, and then 2nd and 7, short pass to Mike Evans with an offensive pass interference. Here we are at 2nd and 17 on the 48, 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Here we go. We got a typical 4-3 here on 2nd and long, right? Surprise, didn't they go exotic on this passing down? Let's see which way we set the mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Post safety, skew going this way, right? A little bit of an aggressive angle. He's backing up this guy easily. ID Mike. Leave this guy for the back. But to boundary, looks like we're going to get a zone blitz here. See if they come or they see if they drop out. Drop out. All right, bring it the other way, but it's still a 3-man pressure. And another cover 3, drop 8, which is rare. I would think that when you're going to drop 8, let's expose these flats. I mean, not expose them, but cover the flats. But the boundary, no flat players. Let's send them on overs. Cover 3, what's it good for? Let somebody come out the back side of the zone. Mike Evans, 2nd and 17. What's worse than 2nd and 17? 3rd and 17. Now he gets a 3rd and 6. Very manageable. Next play. Odd front. Exotic front. We got stand-up Judon. All right, let's see. How should we set this formation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Post safety, all right? We're lined up here. We got a guy backing him up. We're 3 for 3 essentially over here in our layered man look, which they've been doing all game. Pass rush. Let's use the center ball location for the 0 nose. That's a bad line there. Let's go here. So the 0 counts to both sides. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I would set this as the mic, right here. This as the mic right here in this look. Let's see what happens. 5. So it's the odd 5 up look. Definitely slide it right. They only rush 4. We pick it up. Center goes left. We pick it up. And here's another look at how we attack a layered man look in a bunch. Just like, hey, go watch that Raiders clip. Raiders-Ravens on the YouTube channel. Layered man. Some sort of vertical, vertical, something underneath. Let's see what they do. They actually switch 2 and 3. Number 1 goes vertical. Number 3 goes vertical. They switch 1 and 2. And the better view And this man here. Look at this switch. What does it make 29 do in the layer? He's got this guy coming under, so now he's got to go over the top. He's still running, so he's like, oh, what if it's a crosser, right? I got to go run over the top. Now, hands on my teammate, collision, go inside my teammate, got to go under him, he's back out. So just by a delayed release switch underneath the bunch, back under the bunch, great way to beat the layered man look. Great play design. Who's better at finding a vulnerable flat look than or perimeter throw than Tom Brady? No one. All right. So after that, we got Fournette for a 2-yard run and a timeout. Trying to burn out the clock here. 2nd and 8, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Okay. Odd here, right? Bear front, line up in bear by the Patriots and looks to be in a man look here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a post safety. We got a motion. Right, man turn by both corners. Confirm it's man. They only bring 3. They man and drop 3 guys out. Really close. Look at this route by receiver hat on now. Look at this route here by AB. Playing against off man. What's an important depth? 8 to 10, 10 to 12. Lots of curls, lots of digs, lots of outs. Runs hard, slows up, runs by him. Great job beating him. Just can't find the ball, man. Tough look. All right, and Tom goes right back to him the next play. Drop. Unfortunately, they have to do what? Kick another field goal. Giving the ball back to Mac Jones to spoil Tom Brady's homecoming, all right? First play of that drive was a pass incomplete down the middle with a defensive pass interference. Then a run, a short middle pass to Hunter Henry for 9 yards. 2nd and 1, we get a false start by Hunter Henry, and here we are, 2nd and 6 on New England 49, right? 2 first downs away for field goal position, all right? We got a 2-by-2 tight formation. It's a 4-3 first and second down call. Let's look at it. All right, so hey, 2nd and 6. Let's get to 3rd and short at least, all right? We have that same type of mesh look, right? And I think we're going to get to a butt to boundary. I'm not sure. They don't look as zone-ish now in this off position. Let's see. Man turn. It's man to man. This guy goes over. That's his. This guy goes vertical. Just a single wall. Hey, it's man to man on the back. It's 50s protection. No blitz. Maybe we're reading this part first. We're probably going back to mesh to something else. All right. Get a little bit of collision, a little rub. Get it to him now. See if he can break a tackle. Doesn't even need to. Gets the first down. Great job by a young quarterback moving the sticks on 2nd and 6, getting into 3rd and manageable, or how about just a first down? All right. Next 2 plays now. Incomplete to Myers. 2nd and 10. Pass short right to Myers for 7 yards. Here we go. Plenty of time. You got a timeout. 3rd and 3. About 1 first down away from field goal range, right? From good field goal range. Then another first down, and it's a knockdown. All right. We get a triple front. Be ready for something exotic. 2 guys walked up. He moves his running back up to go fill up one of those A-gaps. One's for the line, one's for the backer. Man, uh-oh. Bucks are selling out. 6-man pressure. One high man. Let's get to our man answer. Slight switch, goes outside to come back under. No rats. Nothing to worry about with our eyes. 2 verticals here. We got our man answer at the bottom. Knows it. Loves it. Defender has to stay over top. 3rd and 3. Let's catch and get 15 yards. Look at Myers. He knows it. He knows he's at least getting 10 on that. Play of the game. 3rd and 3. That would have got him to field goal range. Would have ran the ball to set up an easy kick. Mac Jones and the Patriots lose on a missed field goal. Tom Brady escapes his homecoming against Belichick. Man, what a game. What a performance by both quarterbacks. Love breaking this down for you.